Hello, and welcome to the Underpaid Gamers Podcast. Special episode today.
Yep.
Because you're here with me, Justin, my friend and colleague.
I'm always special.
Correct. Today, we have two things to talk about. Logan, the movie, our spoiler-filled review. If you come here for spoiler-free...
Get out. Get out of here.
You can still listen.
I guess, if you don't care.
If you don't care. And Horizon, which will be spoiler-free to a point.
And then we'll say spoilers.
I mean...
Well, we can't spoil more than we already know.
Yeah, we can't spoil more than what we know. And so far, we haven't discussed about who's farther in the game. So...
We'll probably figure that out
We'll
today.
spoil it to whoever has made it the least.
Yes.
But we've definitely both done the proving. Anyway,
yes.
Welcome. Two topics today and whatever else we get sidetracked with.
That's right.
Like always.
Theme song.
Let's get it. The Underpaid Gamers is an official podcast of underpaidgamers.com. We are on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, Stitcher, other podcast services that I can't think of right now. We have a Facebook page that you can like. We have an Instagram that you can look at and like and heart. Justin's doing a butterfly effect. What I think he means is we have a Twitter.
We have a bird. Twitter. We can tweet. You can tweet at us.
At UP Gamers Podcast.
Yes.
We have a thriving YouTube channel where we've been uploading Justin's Let's Play of Horizon.
That's
and
true.
my significant
Random
adventures.
other things.
Yeah. Also,
funny.
we're on Twitch and we stream every once in a while.
We do.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter to get to know when we play on Twitch. That's the best way.
Or follow us on Twitch.
Or follow us on Twitch. And then
follow us on both.
Give us a little notification guy.
Correct. Correctamundo.
So, out of the things that we did this week, primarily we did two nerd things. We watched Logan together.
Correct.
And we've been playing a lot of Horizon Zero Dawn. So which one
Not
would you...
together.
Not together. Which would you like to talk about first?
Which one do you have more things to say about?
Probably Horizon Zero Dawn.
Let's do Horizon first.
Okay. We can do that.
How far I've seen your Let's Plays.
Yeah.
And the last Let's Play that you loaded was the end of the proving. And I know that you've played like 5 hours since then.
Yeah, I'm a little bit farther.
So I want to know, I assume you've made it to Devil's Thirst. And you've done the first Tall Neck. How many Tall Necks have you done?
Just one.
I've only done one.
I have access to a bunch of them, though. I just haven't gone out and done it.
Yeah, kind of.
The rest of the world map is mine now.
Do you know about the Karja Fort?
Yes.
Have you been there?
I've already gotten through that.
I have not done that.
Okay.
Yet.
So you're not out of the Nora lands yet.
Correct. I am not as far as you.
I'm a little bit farther
You're
than
farther
you.
than I am. So, the last thing I've done, I've really been, Smash Summit has been this weekend, which is one of my favorite Smash tournaments.
That's a pretty big distraction.
And I can't watch and play at the same time because I'm equally invested in both. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take my time. So I have 2 story missions in Horizon right now. One is to go to the Karja Fort and talk to them because I've already cleared 2 corrupted lands.
Okay.
Another one is with the war leader.
The war chief, yeah.
The war chief. So the Karja Fort is to my left if I'm looking at the map, northwest from where I am.
Okay.
And the war chief is to my northeast with her son. So the son and her have gone together.
So you've already found her.
I found her and I fought the bandits in that little cave. Now what the plan is I just found out that they have all their blaze in one little location.
Yeah.
And I assume the plan is to go and blow that all up. Haven't done that yet. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. That's where I'm supposed to meet her.
Okay, so have you already cleared out the 2 outposts? Like the little scout areas before you go to the place where you blow it up?
No.
Okay.
I guess not. Because that doesn't ring a bell from what you're explaining.
Okay. There's supposed to be like 2 outposts that you take out before you take on the fort.
No.
Okay. I know where you are then.
Okay. So there's also I'm at level 23.
You're level 23?
Yeah, what level are you at?
17! How are you higher level than me?
I'm at level 23. I've been going around just doing stuff. And I still have some level 8 quests that I can't complete. Not that I can't, just that I haven't
done it yet.
Yeah. So I've been going around. Have you done the hunting grounds?
No, and that's the thing. Because
they give you so much experience. I got a Blazing Sun on the last one I did, 17,000 experience.
I've only done 1 trial in the hunting grounds. Like I did in the Karja area, which you're not at
Whoa,
yet.
spoilers, dude.
I did one of the things for one of them, just because this guy was really annoying. I was like, fine, I'll do it.
Oh yeah.
But I have felt, because I am recording it that I should just follow the main story and kind of like do just the main quests and like the main side quests, not any of the errands, not any of the hunting ground stuff, just for the sake of entertainment value,
efficiency.
So that's like the pressure I've been feeling. If I had not been recording, I would have gone and completed everything in Nora before I'd gone.
See, that's what I'm doing. So do you have a plan? So for people that have been addicted to watching your Let's Plays, are you going to complete the main quest and then go back and finish all these things and kind of record that as like a bonus episode? Or are you just going to go through, do the main story, or are you just going to kind of see what happens?
My original plan was just to play through the main story with recording it and doing some of the side quests.
Yeah.
And then stop recording and then go back and 100% the game.
Gotcha.
Was kind of
get that platinum.
Got to get that plat.
Get that plat.
So that's been kind of like my plan because I don't think it's entertaining to watch people like run around and crafting menus and like.
I guess so. I don't know. Some people like that.
And just collect the wood stocks and.
I'm working on a video that will show there's the vantage points. Have you seen those yet? Mm-hmm. Vantage points and metal flowers and ancient artifacts and things like that. I'm making a video on locations of all those.
Cool.
So I obviously have to find all those right now. So there's 3 sets for all of them. Mm-hmm. I'm still on set 1. I haven't gotten past that yet. But the whole northeast corner of the Nora lands I haven't even touched yet. And I obviously haven't made it to the Karja lands. Everything below where I am, everything below Devil's Thirst is completed. And a little bit north of that, I guess.
Cool.
Have you bought all the weapons that are available to you yet? Or are you kind of... Because I'm of the mindset that I don't want to buy a new weapon until I absolutely need it, which is so weird. Mm-hmm. But that's kind of just what I'm doing.
So, what I did, I bought enough weapons to fill my wheel.
Okay.
So I have like a sling, a trap caster, a rope caster.
Oh, yeah.
And a sharpshooter bow and my hunter bow. And I've upgraded my hunter bow to be the shadow hunter bow, which is like...
How's that?
That's the most expensive one I can buy.
Is it sick?
It's awesome. And when you get the feat where you can notch 2 arrows...
Oh, the skills?
The skills, yeah. And eventually knock 3, it makes a big difference. Because I'm running out of... So I love my sharpshooter bow. It's super fun. It does a lot of damage and penetration. The issue is that it takes wires to like make the ammo in addition to shards. And
the sharpshooter bow is the one that takes longer to aim and zooms in farther.
Yeah.
Correct?
And it does way more impact damage.
It has 2 slots. It has the impact damage and it has the... I could think of it before, but now it's kind of like a concussive blast. Mm-hmm. It has those 2 arrow types, right?
Well, not the one I got. I got the regular sharpshooter, so I don't have the secondary type of ammo. I just have the regular...
The secondary type of ammo is awesome. It doesn't do any damage.
Yeah.
But it's a compressed air arrow. You shoot it at something and it knocks it off. So it removes that component.
Oh, nice.
So you can literally shoot like one or two arrows into anything and it'll knock that component off. So if you're fighting something that's just giving you a whole bunch of grief,
knock off its gun.
Yeah. However, the components to make that are very expensive. Yeah. But it's super useful.
That's what I've been running into is issues with keeping resources, and I keep wanting to expand my resource capacity.
All my stuff is fully expanded. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, I want to take time to do that, but I also want to record. So I don't know if that's something I should do outside of the recording and just get it done so I have more. I thought about doing that with the errands too, just like go around and do all the errands. Because they're just like, take this over there, get 6 boar skins.
I don't know if I mean, some of that stuff is like there's one where this guy like lost his lucky ring and you had to go get like 3 boar skins for one of them for him, and then
that's one of the errands I still have.
And then it turns out that one of the boars ate his lucky ring, and then you bring it back and it's over.
Yeah.
So it's kind of small like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can make a side episode of all the special errands that you've done.
Yeah.
Maybe. Like completing the Nora land or something like that.
Yeah.
So we're talking about that. We're doing that. There's one skill that I highly recommend everybody to get before doing anything else. It's the last tier of skills. It's on the 4th row, and it costs 3 skill points. The one above that costs 3 skill points. You have to get 2 or 3 more before those. It's the Tinkerer skill. So when you're putting modifications on your armor or your weapons, whenever you remove a modification, it gets destroyed.
Yeah.
With the Tinkerer skill, it no longer gets destroyed. You can put it on something else. So I was modifying all my weapons without realizing that all my mods were getting destroyed. And then I'm like, oh, okay. So I saved up skill points and eventually got the Tinkerer. Now I can do whatever I want. So now
nice.
my normal Nora bow that I got at the very beginning of the game has a huge high impact damage and high tear. It just destroys things. It's awesome.
That's sick. That's pretty cool. I kind of wish that I could go through and do that because I just keep getting frustrated when I'm out doing a mission and I'm trying to like collect things and then I can't collect something because my resource pack is full.
Mine's at max capacity, which is at 100. What's yours at?
50, I think.
Oh, you should also know that on your resources, if you have like each resource can only hold so many things. Think of it like Minecraft. Like Minecraft can only have 64 in one block.
Sure.
This is like some are like you can have 51 blocks. The Ridgewood you can have like 500, 250 in each block, and other ones you can have like 12. So I always sell off all my extra stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm loving this story though.
Yeah. What do you think of the story so far? Because there are some weird. You're farther than I am. So I'm not gonna spoil the things, but there are some weird like religious undertones that I found hilarious.
Like what?
Like everyone's talking about the All Mother, and you're like, okay, they pray to the Earth, and the Earth is the All Mother or whatever, and they're like, okay, so they worship the Earth, and then you find out later after the proving that the All Mother is literally just like a Siri, like on the door, like so that's my impression is that the All Mother that they talk to is just voice activated door entry that's not permitting them to enter, and they worship that.
Yep.
And I'm like...
Well, they think that it's All Mother speaking. I think that they're more worshipping like the mountain.
Oh, yeah?
Which I guess that's the heart of the mountain. I
don't
know. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And I really was hoping that I would get answers about Aloy's mother and where she came from.
After the proving?
Yeah, after the proving from Grand Matriarch or
yeah. Lyrsa...
Tirsa, yeah. When she took you down there, but you just learned that she doesn't really know.
No, I mean, you got some answers. You learned that...
She just was in that room.
That she was, quote-unquote, born in that room, more like born inside of the mountain, and then they set her outside, I assume. And then they found her. And that the All-Mother at least speaks through the automation, the door. Automatron...
Fallout 4?
Because it's an All-Mother.
Yeah.
It's a matron.
I get it.
Video game puns.
Yep. So,
that's super interesting. Like, not to cut you off, but I'm definitely cutting you off.
You are.
But it's so interesting. And I was thinking about it. How many other games have come out recently or are going to come out soon that are not a sequel and it's an original story? Can you think of any that are coming out this year? Because Mass Effect, obviously, that's the fourth in the series.
Yeah.
Prey is the third in the series. Although 2 never came out.
Sort of.
2 never came out.
Yeah.
It got canceled. 1 did come out.
Did it?
So Prey is like technically the third, but it's a retelling. Kingdom Hearts 3, obviously, is like the 16th in the series. Final Fantasy, Red Dead Redemption 2. Breath of the Wild is one, people are saying that it's incredible. It's like got like perfect scores from everybody. However, that's part of a series, right? Super Mario Odyssey, which will be another great game, part of a series. We had Uncharted 4 that came out, which is obviously part of a series. Yeah. The last time we had something that I can think of that was like standalone like this would be, at least for PlayStation, was Uncharted. Was Infamous.
Was The Last of Us.
Was The Last of Us. The Last of Us came out 4 years ago. So it's
Red Dead Redemption, the original.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a sequel to Red Dead Revolver.
That's
kind of. I mean, it's in the same series.
Sure.
But it's just so interesting that, like, they're telling a story that's never been told, right? When have you ever fought a robot dinosaur before?
Not often. Not ever.
That's right. And they're telling it from a perspective, and it's just literally the story can, for me, the story can go anywhere, and I don't know where it's going to go. Whereas, like, with the Uncharted, you know what's going to happen. With the Red Dead Redemptions, you can kind of know what's going to happen. With all this. So I'm so interested to see, like, the 3 storylines, the 3 story time periods in this game of Horizon, which is the current one that you're in. There's the one before with your mother. There's also the one before the Omnic War. Because there's... okay. Overwatch. What do you mean, okay?
Yeah, I just thought that was a funny reference. Omnic War, okay, Overwatch. Yeah, well...
Overwatch is the
talking about like the Red Raids and the Karja...
No, way before that. Because, like, the Red Raids and all that only happened, like 5 years ago. 2 years ago, technically, because
that's when
the king...
The rebellion happened.
But I'm talking about way in the past. Technically, 2069 is with the time period. I don't know what year it is for Aloy right now currently, but you pick up all the audio logs and all that stuff, and it's 2069. That's like right around within a 10-20 year gap of when there was the war between the machines and the humans, and there was like a great famine. They have a name for it when like 80% of the world's population died, but I can't remember what it's called. So I'm just interested to see what that is. I still don't know what location I am on Earth currently, because I pick up some things and it says like Colorado Springs. Pick up some things and it says Zimbabwe.
Yep.
Like, these are different.
Very different.
Madagascar. Like, that's different from Colorado. Like, so I'm trying to figure out if I'm just like, if some of the stuff I picked up, because I think that Madagascar was like a safe haven, and people went there to protect themselves. And I think that maybe some of the stuff I'm picking up is from people that went there as refugees, as opposed to just it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Earth exploded. Although I doubt it.
I doubt that.
What do you think of Devil's Thirst? Like the actual location. It's just like city streets in like a downtown area. How do you feel the look of that is? Given that it's like decayed and there's all this other stuff. Like,
I think it's beautiful. I love the scenery in this game. I didn't think it was going to be... I didn't think they were going to have as many like buildings actually still up. I thought this was going to be more like leveled, kind of going into it. But I think it's pretty cool, and I like it. Especially the fact that you can climb the buildings.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of fun. One of the things I do like about like the combat in this game is the verticality of it. Like especially when you get like the stealth kills from above and like things like that, it really like when you approach a situation, which in most cases for me is going to be stealth. So I've been playing very stealth based combat. Kind of planning out your attack is awesome and it's fun and it's effective. The maps and the areas, just like Devil's Thirst, allow you to take advantage of the terrain really well.
Yeah,
and I really like that.
Something that I find, well, I'm playing this on hard, and you're playing on normal?
Yes.
Something I find incredible about this game is that every combat interaction can lead to your death.
Yeah, you can die.
So, like, I died last night just fighting a scrapper. Like, I was fighting 3 scrappers, I couldn't get my timing down, he just killed me.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks. But I've also fought 3 bellowbacks at once, for the first time ever, and survived all that.
Yeah.
So, like, each combat iteration is rewarding, but it's also dangerous. Like, I don't know how this is going to end, so I need to be careful. But a lot of this game is stealth. If there's like a group of watchers or scrappers and I don't want to fight them because I have low health, because most of the time, all yesterday, I did not have full health for like this 3 hours I played. Like, I could not get enough plants to fill up my health. I didn't have any potions. I'm just running around half baked.
Yeah. Dying
all the time. But like,
that's frustrating.
I really like how every combat experience can lead, like, is challenging. It's not like some other RPGs where you just kind of one-shot things. Like, you can one-shot watchers real easy because they have a big critical hit mark.
Right, and they're like the lowest form of like robot dinosaur. Yeah. And I think as like the game goes on and you get better weapons, it'll become easier.
Yeah.
But not being at the end of the game, I don't know.
I'm so excited.
What that is.
I'm so excited where it's going.
Dude, I gotta say, I'm not gonna spoil anything for you.
Sounds like a spoiler.
But this might be a little bit of a spoiler. When you leave the Norlands...
You're killing me.
Things get real, dude.
You're killing me.
The robot you think your robot dinosaurs are hard? Just wait till you go to Karja. I was like, holy cow!
That's exciting.
It's so much harder. It's so much crazier. Not that I've like explored the Norlands to their extent, so I don't know like everything that's there. But from what I can tell, like, especially immediately after you get past the fort that you're talking about, there's like a hunting grounds, and it's like nuts.
What did you think?
It is nuts.
What did you think about after the proving? First of all, just the ending of the proving. Did you see that coming in at all?
No, so the proving itself, I really did expect it to be actually be like competition where she wins, and then they still can't tell her, or they still choose not to tell her. And then she leaves. Yeah. That's what I thought was going to happen. Obviously, I was wrong. A lot more action. So, spoiler if you haven't even played the game. I feel like if you have the game, you've played past the proving by now, probably.
It took me... Okay, so the proving is like 2 hours into the game. I didn't get past the proving until like 5 hours. I literally did everything in the Norlands. I explored every inch and cranny of it.
Oh my god.
And then I did the proving.
That's funny. Yeah, that's probably why you're level 23.
Yes.
Level 17. That blows my mind. Yeah, I really expected it to be her leaving out of her own free will in response to the Nora, and I guess you kind of have control over her conversations that make you accept or hate the Nora for like being an outcast through all the conversations that you have.
There's the three options.
Right, you have anger, love, or brain.
Intelligence, yeah.
So, I mean, you kind of have control over that to some extent. So, I don't know. I definitely didn't expect you to, like, become a seeker and, like, all of that means. Like, I expected it to be more like she's living of her own.
So there's the three matriarchs that are in charge of, like, all of the Nora. And one of them has kind of liked you since you're a baby, right? Because she christened you, she gave you your name.
Well, she was
there, and she was the only one that would talk.
She thinks that, I mean, the other Lyrsa, or whatever, Lyrson, or whatever her name is, she thinks that you're a curse from your birth story.
Yep.
And Tirsa thinks that you're a blessing.
Yep.
And then the third one's kind of like middle
neutral
ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they make you a seeker, which means that you can go out and do, you can do anything.
You can, like, break all the taboos of the Nora because you're seeking the truth or something, and you have a special blessing that turns the curse away.
That, and they also say that you have a special mark, and I do not know what that mark is.
Yeah, I've been wondering what that is.
Because sometimes you, like,
they
talk to
reference
people,
it in conversation.
and they're like, I can see your mark. I'm like, what are you talking
about? Your mark is a seeker. I'm like,
where?
Did you give me something?
Because I don't see it.
Is there something on my head?
On her actual, like, character?
I thought there might be, like, you know how some of the Nora Braves have, like, circles, like leather circles, like on a belt or something that has, like, a design on it? I thought that might be what you get as, like, a seeker, but maybe they were going to, and it just kind of, like, got lost
maybe
in the production of the game. I don't know. But either way, this game is awesome. I wish I could talk to you about, like, the story stuff I'm going through right now.
We'll get there. I didn't have time to play. I was watching Smash like 4 hours yesterday. And I need to mention, I need to pull it up. You and I, well, mostly me because you're busy recording.
That's true.
Are in a photo mode battle with another podcast, Games and Gaming Podcast. And I spent all yesterday trying to get the perfect picture.
Yeah, so if you follow our Twitter account, you can see these tweets back and forth. They're crushing it, actually. They have a lot of really good pictures.
They're doing a lot.
Quantity, they're winning, for sure.
Quantity, yes.
Quantity.
So if you're listening and you're playing Horizon and you want to take part in this challenge, you can use hashtag HZD Photo Challenge, Horizon Zero Dawn Photo Challenge, right? Or HZD Photo Mode. We're going to be using both of those hashtags.
Nice.
And we're throwing up our photo modes. And then we can see which ones are the best. It's more of like here's a photo that we took, your turn type of thing.
So feel free to join in if you're playing through.
Definitely join in.
It's
photo
awesome.
mode. I'm not good with photos. I've never done a photo mode before in any of the games that I've played. I know there's one in Uncharted. I know there's one in Arkham Knight. I know there's one in all this stuff. I've never used it.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for me, I guess, because to get the photo mode, you have to press the pause button.
You go down to the menu.
Yeah. So the best photos, obviously, are when you're in combat.
Yeah.
Or when you're jumping off a cliff, which is the one I took.
Which is when you're not thinking, usually, to hit start and do that. Yeah.
So sometimes I can use, like... My favorite photos are the ones where she has the bow drawn and she has the arrow knocked and she's pulling it back. So that already takes 2 fingers. Mm-hmm. Plus the 2 thumbs to aim where you're going. And then you need to use another finger to press the pause button. So I'm using like 5 fingers here in this contest. And I usually just use 4.
That's true. It's pretty cool, though. This game is just beautiful.
What did you... Okay, so back to the proving, the very end. What did you think about the machine gun that you finally picked up? Remember?
The machine gun...
So you get attacked by the raiders, or whoever they are. I still don't know who they are.
Okay, I know who they are.
And there's the leader, and he has this huge machine gun, like a Gatling gun that he's holding.
Sure.
What did you feel like when you picked that up?
I didn't pick it up.
What? I killed him, and then
I killed him from a distance. I headshot him.
Oh.
I headshot all those guys. I freaking love headshotting. I tried really hard. Well, there's like 2 guys got close to me, and I fought them.
He chased me down, and then there's still like 5 guys left, so I picked up his weapon because that was part of like... It was the next quest line was to pick up his weapon, so I picked it up. It's this huge, heavy machine gun. I just mowed down the rest of his people.
Maybe I was really confused why there's that skill that said like heavy weapons, like walk faster. I was like, what heavy weapons are you talking about? I had no idea. I didn't notice that in that quests. I guess I just killed everyone without.
But you can also, I know that I've seen this from gameplay from like E3. You can eventually there's a monster, a dinosaur that you can knock off like its rocket launcher. You pick that up and use that. So that'll be a heavy weapon.
I would say that I've used a certain type of thing before, falling off of a dinosaur. It was not a rocket launcher.
Okay.
I don't know how much more you want me to go.
I don't want you to go any farther.
Okay. But yeah, in the beginning I was like, what? What is this? What's this skill for? I don't get it.
So you haven't done a lot of exploration?
No.
You just kind of been straight
I've been doing, go here, do this. Pretty much any main quest or side quest I get, I've been doing those. I've not been doing really... I did a few errands on Nora, and then I was like, this is kind of stupid. I'm sure people don't want to watch this. And so then I was like, I'm just going to do main story and side quests. So then I started doing that.
Super fun, though. I want to get back to it. Like, sometimes, I don't know, it's one of those things where, like, I don't want it to end, so I don't want to play it, so that way it's always going to be there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But then if you do that too long...
You don't play it anymore.
It's like... I guess it's kind of like a relationship where you want it to last, but... If you neglect it too long, then
it'll be gone forever.
It'll be gone forever.
Yeah, that's true.
It's so good, and I really want to just take like 3 hours and just go do all the side stuff that I don't want to record. I might do that today. So
have you heard anything along the lines for Breath of the Wild, Zelda?
No, I have not actually. I had a friend or a former student who comes back and sees us from time to time. He brought in his Switch, and I saw that.
Yeah?
And I saw some kids playing around on it. Looks kind of cool.
So people are saying that Breath of the Wild is like the perfect game. It's probably going to be the game of the year, from what I've seen. Everyone is going
that's
crazy.
Real strong.
Yeah. So everyone's going really crazy about it. They say it's worth buying the Switch pretty much just for that game.
Right, which is what I've been thinking about doing.
Yeah. However, this comes off the back of Horizon, literally 3 days afterwards. I'm like, what does that mean for Horizon? Does that overshadow Horizon at all? And what I've seen is,
I don't know.
Not really. I guess people just kind of stopped talking about Horizon once Breath of the Wild came out.
Yeah.
Which isn't necessarily what I liked. Not what I wanted, because I think this deserves to be talked about.
Sure.
I think in circles it does deserve to still be talked about. And on Twitch, it's normally like Horizon is normally like top 10 still streaming. Mm-hmm. But Breath of the Wild's been like third most popular for the past 2 days.
Well, we just praised the fact that Horizon Zero Dawn is like a new story and a new everything franchise, if they're going to make it a franchise. And
they're going to make it a franchise.
Probably. Zelda's been out literally since like the beginning.
Yeah.
And true. So it would make sense to me why it gets so much more attention. Because they have a track record of making really good Zelda games that are very popular.
Are they though? I mean, really popular, but do they have a track record of like having good ones? Because they didn't have anything for the Wii U.
They had
Twilight Princess for the Wii, which came out super early in the Wii's life. When was the last time we had a Zelda game?
A console Zelda game?
Yeah, like a long, long time ago. So that might add to it. But also, not everyone thinks that Twilight Princess was that good.
Really? I thought it had really good reviews. I liked it. I don't know. I think of like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Both those are crazy popular.
From N64.
From N64.
20 years ago.
And then GameCube had Wind Waker, which they'd made an HD remaster for Wii U because it was so popular. My personal favorite Zelda game is Wind Waker. Mm-hmm. And then Twilight Princess also was really good. I mean, I really enjoyed playing it. I can't tell you it's like Metascore off the top of my head, but...
I can.
Can you?
Just kidding.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, I mean, they don't come out with Zelda games very often, I guess. I mean, not more than once a console. And I can't even... I mean, they came out with a Zelda... Dynasty Warriors game.
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, so maybe that counts as their game, but I don't know. I mean, it makes sense to me why it has more.
I mean, it's also just
attention.
super. It's a super good game from what I can see. When I watch people play it, nothing about it necessarily makes me want to play it. I'm not connected to that character or that world or that universe or anything.
Sure.
So I watched it and. It's like a cartoony Nintendo game that's super open world and super like dense and has all this stuff to it. I'm like, I don't relate to any of this. Uh-huh. I don't want to play this because I've just played Horizon and I'm in the process of playing Horizon. Yeah. You have too many open world RPGs. You're just like, what am I supposed to do?
That's true.
Also, I have to buy a new console for it, so no.
Yeah, it's a pretty high price to pay.
But from what I understand, it's incredible. 10 out of 10 scores. Like, for the first couple days, there was like 60 reviews. on Metacritic, and the Metacritic score was 9.8 for 60 reviews.
Dang.
Which is huge.
That's really high.
Yes.
That's very high. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to buy a Switch for that.
You can play it on the Wii U.
But my thought is right now that I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
And you're enjoying it so
I'm enjoying
much.
it a lot, so why would I buy a new game when I already have one I like a lot?
Mm-hmm.
And also, after I'm done with Horizon Zero Dawn, I have Dishonored, and I need to finish Uncharted 4 and Dishonored. I haven't even played that yet. I bought the HD remastered PS4 version of it.
That's true.
To play, so I can get Dishonored 2.
That's true.
And play it. So I have a backlog of games.
Sounds like you're full.
I have a full plate. I don't think I can justify spending more money
on a Switch
and Zelda when I already have 3 games backed up.
Well, the Switch and Zelda are still going to be there.
Right, and Zelda's not going to lose any gameplay value by sitting on the shelf.
It'll only add it because they're adding DLC to it.
Hey, maybe I'll wait until the Game of the Year edition or something.
Which they'll definitely be. This game, I'm calling it right now, will probably win Game of the Year. I mean, there's some crazy... I was thinking about this. There's some crazy games coming out this year. Mm-hmm. Horizon Zero Dawn. Mass Effect Andromeda. Mm-hmm. Prey. Breath of the Wild. Super Mario Odyssey. Red Dead Redemption 2. Call of Duty, which is going back to World War II, which we can assume.
Yeah. Back to its roots.
Battlefront 2. Yeah. Although I don't think that's... I think of the ones I listed, that's the weakest.
Yeah. I don't think that would be... Unless that really surprises everybody, I don't think that's going to be in the running.
And, of course, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Never mind. Not that one. That one's never coming out. When's Destiny 2 coming out?
Oh, this year. It's coming out this year. Destiny 2 is also.
There you go.
Also, news on Destiny 2. I just saw this yesterday. There's a lot of stuff that you can't take over from your game from Destiny 1. Mm-hmm. You can take over your character, like his model and his name and stuff and the way he looks or she looks, but you can't take weapons or armor or like emblems and stuff.
Yeah.
So Destiny 2 might be, if they can continue down the road, might be where it gets me back in.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like I really enjoyed Destiny 1 while it was out in the beginning. I think we played for months.
Yes.
Straight.
And it was so much fun.
And it was like, it's really what got me through my first year of teaching. Because I'd be like, man, I have to make so many lesson plans right now. I guess I'll see who's online.
Oh, Destiny.
Oh, people are online. Sweet. I'll just play this for the rest of the night instead of doing what I'm supposed to do. So,
but now you have lesson plans.
But now,
so you have more free time.
Right. I should. I have a lot of... I know we like... There's a good 20 episodes of this podcast where we trash Destiny so hard.
As we should.
As we probably should have at that point. I don't know. I'm starting to forget all the negative things that I had about Destiny.
I'm sure we have them written down somewhere.
I'm sure we could listen to our episodes and we'd come up with it. But I'm really excited for Destiny 2. I think I'm going to pick it up. I think I'm going to get into it.
I'm not excited for Destiny 2. I need to see what comes of it, what they do. So one of the things that I didn't like about Destiny is once you stop playing, everyone else kept going and had all these weapons and stuff. They get so far ahead of you and you're just like, okay, well, there's no point in going back.
Yeah.
So either that's through your friends or just through other people you're playing online. And the whole reason I played Destiny is because I wanted to have a multiplayer experience like Halo for the PlayStation. Mm. And the multiplayer is similar to Halo, more so than it's similar to any other game.
Okay.
But the only way to get good at the multiplayer end of the PvP end is what I'm saying, is to do the PvE so much. So I got stuck doing the PvE, so you did the weapons to do the PvP. Mm-hmm. And then the PvP was so imbalanced and so bad, so unfun to play, that I'm just like, that's why I stopped playing Destiny. The whole reason I wanted to play Destiny was for the PvP. And now, there were gems in the PvE that I really enjoyed. I ended up enjoying the PvE more than I liked the PvP.
Right, the raids were so much fun.
Yeah. See, I don't know if I'm going to go back. Especially, I didn't buy Call of Duty this year. If this Call of Duty is going to be great...
Maybe that's your shooter.
Maybe that's my shooter. Maybe I don't need a shooter. I have Overwatch still. The new hero for Overwatch came out. Orisa.
Orisa, yeah.
The Beetle.
She's got, long-distance tank stuff, right? She's her, pulse rifle.
So she has a machine gun, Bastion. It's a 200-shot machine gun.
Yeah.
But it does very little damage and has a big spread, from what I understand. She also has a portable shield, Reinhardt, that you throw down. It has 900 HP.
So it's kind of like a mix between Reinhardt and Winston's shields.
Yeah.
Because, you can just throw down Winston's.
Mm-hmm. But it's not even half a circle. It's like a quarter of a circle.
Yeah.
She also has an ability, I think it's called Fortify, where she doesn't take in any damage.
Or any status effects.
Yes.
So if she gets hit by like
Zarya's
bomb, she doesn't get stuck. Mm-hmm. Or like
May
Pharah's...
May doesn't slow her down.
Yeah. Or Pharah's rocket that hits
her concussion blast. Doesn't affect her.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. And then her ult is like supercharger, and it makes everybody else's damage go way up if they're within line of sight. Which will be interesting to see how that works out.
And then she also has a secondary fire, which she shoots out like a little graviton bomb that sucks people into it, which is actually really cool.
That's a really good idea for like placement and for like high level play. I'm thinking of people who like would use that effectively, because I don't feel like when we play PvP, we're going to see people using it effectively. Probably not.
We're not. But she hasn't been released on PlayStation yet. She's still in the PC testing realm. I don't know. It'll be fun to play. It'll be fun to see. It'll be fun to see what people do with her. People are also in her release trailer. They mentioned Doomfist like twice.
Yeah.
So it's speculated that Doomfist is going to be coming very soon. Should you expect?
Yeah.
People say he's going to be a DPS. I'm not sure. So far we've gotten a DPS DLC character in Sombra. We've gotten a healer in Anna. We've gotten a tank in Orisa. I think we need a defender, and I think it's going to be Doomfist. Who I don't know what it's going to be. I have some speculations based on melee characters as to what he could be, like Super Smash Brothers melee characters.
Oh yeah. What you thinking, like Captain Falcon?
See, yes, one of his moves. So in melee, Captain Falcon's side B move is the Falcon, where he runs and uppercuts somebody. What if Doomfist had that? He charged ahead and knocked somebody up into the air, and they like stayed in stasis for like a second. Like they were stunned in the air. Mm-hmm. Think of the combos you could do.
Yeah,
like McCree could get a headshot on him or something.
That's true. Bring him out like from behind Reinhardt's shield or above it. Yeah.
So that'd be cool. You'd assume that he'd be fast like Tracer, but maybe not. Maybe he's just a big dude. Maybe he's a big slow dude. I don't know.
It'd be funny if they made Doomfist a really skinny like scientist guy.
That would be funny.
As opposed to being, because when I think of Doomfist, that makes me think of like huge hulking Reinhardt with a giant fist of doom.
Yeah, but you can see the pictures.
Thanos.
You can see the pictures of Doomfist in Numbani.
Right, up on the posters. Yeah.
But maybe nobody's actually seen him.
Yeah.
There's a really small rumor that in one of the Overwatch shorts, one of the first ones, they're trying to get the Doomfist from the museum, and there's a kid and his mom there, and the kid with the broken arm. That's a spray.
Yeah.
People are saying that maybe he's Doomfist.
That'd be crazy.
Because he's obsessed with the Doomfist. Like he just wants to see it out of like a child's curiosity.
Sure.
He wants to see it really bad. And then Widowmaker and Reaper are there to try to take it, and Winston and Tracer are there to protect it. Mm-hmm. And then it's gone at the end, and people are like, well, maybe he has it.
Maybe the kid is Doomfist. Yeah. That'd be funny too.
Horizon, 2 thumbs way up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I wish I could talk about bigger story elements. Cause
next week.
Man, we're like talking about just the very beginning of the game.
But the beginning is so fun.
It is really good.
Wasn't there so much of a difference between the opening before the proving and the afterwards, after the proving? Like, aren't those almost 2 completely different games?
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Let's talk about Logan. The movie. Sure. Wolverine
3.
The end of Wolverine.